Muslims are turning to Christ in large numbers across the Middle East, according to the Christian Post. The report says Muslims are turning to Jesus Christ and are viewing Christianity as, quote, there are now an estimated 366,000 Christian believers in Iran, and church leaders believe that millions can be added to the church in the coming years.
Gather around, everyone, because I have something truly amazing to share with you. In the heart of Gaza, a radiant figure resembling Jesus Christ appeared before a multitude of people. This wasn't just a fleeting vision, but a tangible encounter that left many in awe. What happened next was nothing short of miraculous. A wave of faith swept through the region, leading to the conversion of a staggering 6 million Muslims to Christianity. This divine encounter in Gaza is not just a local event. It's a global phenomenon that has captured the world's attention. It serves as a powerful testament to the enduring truth of the Bible and the ever-present hand of God in our lives. The sheer number of conversions is unlike anything we've seen in recent history. It's as if the great revivals of the past have found a modern-day echo. This incredible event begs the question, why now and why in Gaza? We are Jesus' eternal aura. In today's video, you will have appropriate answers to all the questions above. Before you know what happened, subscribe to the channel, like this video, and click the bell icon for all the latest updates.
He said, I forgive you. And I felt a weight just lifted off me. And I knew I'm forgiven, but I don't know how. And I was confused. I was like, okay, I don't understand. Only God can forgive. You just forgave me. You are God. But you are a different God than the one I have studied.
Have you ever wondered if the signs and wonders mentioned in the Bible could be happening in our world today? In Matthew 24:14 it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come." As theologians and believers contemplate the meaning of current events, we are left to wonder about their implications for our world today. Picture this: Gaza, a place often known for its struggles, suddenly becomes the stage for something extraordinary. A radiant light, brighter than anything imaginable, fills the sky. In its midst, a figure appears, bearing a striking resemblance to Jesus Christ. This incredible sight, witnessed by many, sparks a wave of spiritual awakening across the region. It's not just about a large number of conversions. It's a story of how faith can change lives. Imagine the impact: lives transformed, hearts filled with hope, and communities uplifted. These conversions are a testament to the power of the gospel and the fulfillment of biblical prophecy. In Acts 2:17, the Bible talks about God pouring out His Spirit on everyone, with sons, daughters, young men, and old men all experiencing visions and dreams. So what does this incredible event mean for us? How should we, as believers, respond to such a powerful demonstration of faith? Have you ever wondered what it would be like to witness a divine miracle firsthand? Let's take a closer look at what happened in Gaza, where numerous individuals witnessed a figure that looked unmistakably like Jesus Christ. This wasn't just a fleeting glimpse. It was an encounter bathed in glorious light, creating an atmosphere of awe and reverence. Imagine a typical evening in Gaza, the sun dipping below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city. Then, something extraordinary happens. A radiant light, far brighter than the sun yet gentle on the eyes, illuminates the sky. It's a breathtaking sight, one that would surely leave anyone in awe. Now picture yourself in that moment. How would you feel? This is exactly what many residents of Gaza experienced. One witness, Ahmed, described it vividly. "I saw a light brighter than the sun. In the midst of it, a figure appeared, bringing a sense of peace I've never felt before." This wasn't just a visual spectacle. It was an encounter that touched people's souls. Amidst this brilliant light, a figure emerged, radiating a divine aura. The atmosphere was filled with an overwhelming sense of peace and serenity. Witnesses recounted feeling a deep calm, as if their burdens were lifted. The figure's resemblance to Jesus Christ was undeniable, leaving a lasting impression on all who were present. The setting of this extraordinary event is significant. Gaza, a region often associated with conflict and hardship, was unexpectedly transformed into a beacon of divine light. This aligns perfectly with the message of hope and salvation that Jesus Christ embodies. In John 8:12, Jesus declares, "I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life." This appearance in Gaza beautifully exemplifies this verse, bringing a ray of hope to a place often shrouded in darkness. Let's hear from Fatima, a local woman who was facing personal struggles. She recounts the moment she saw the light. "It was as if the heavens opened up. I felt warmth and love like never before. When I saw him, I knew my life was about to change." Fatima's story resonates with many others who felt drawn to the light and found themselves embracing a new faith. This divine encounter sparked an unprecedented wave of conversions. Imagine the impact of 6 million people, all touched by the same experience, choosing to embrace Christianity. This isn't just a statistic, it's a testament to the extraordinary power of divine intervention. Such a widespread shift in belief is unheard of in modern times and harkens back to the great spiritual awakenings of the past. The sheer scale of this event marks a significant chapter in religious history. These 6 million conversions are a testament to the profound impact that faith can have on our lives. The Bible frequently speaks of such transformations. In 2 Corinthians 5:17 it says, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here." This verse beautifully captures the essence of what transpired in Gaza. The people who witnessed this miracle experienced a deep inner change, leaving behind their old ways for a new path filled with hope and faith. To truly grasp the enormity of this event, let's consider the numbers. Historically, large-scale religious conversions have taken years, even decades, to unfold. Yet in Gaza, this transformation happened almost instantly. This rapid change can only be attributed to the undeniable power of the divine presence that was felt. It's not just about the number of conversions, it's about the speed and intensity with which they occurred. This event serves as a powerful reminder of the immediate and transformative power of God's presence. Muhammad, another witness, shared his incredible experience with us. He had always been a skeptic when it came to religious miracles, but what he saw that night in Gaza turned his world upside down. "I used to think miracles were just ancient tales," he said, "but seeing that light and feeling that peace, it was undeniable. I knew right then and there that I was witnessing something sacred." Like many others, Muhammad's conversion was a profound personal transformation.
In the darkness and despair of war, a light is shining in Gaza, a former terrorist who turned to Christ, and Jesus is appearing to people in dreams and visions. Gary Lane has the story.
Imagine experiencing a deeply personal and spiritual awakening. This extraordinary event in Gaza serves as a beacon of hope and a powerful reminder of faith for believers everywhere. It demonstrates that even in places marked by conflict and hardship, the light of Jesus can break through, bringing peace and transformation. The Bible assures us in Matthew 5:14-16, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." This event in Gaza is a vivid example of this scripture, revealing God's undeniable power and presence to the world. As we reflect on these testimonies and the profound impact of this event, we're reminded of God's constant presence in our lives. This appearance isn't just a miracle for those who witnessed it firsthand, but a message for all of us. It calls us to deepen our faith, believe in the power of divine intervention, and recognize the signs of God's presence in our world. A particularly striking detail is the reaction of local leaders and community figures who were present. Imams and religious leaders, long respected as pillars of their communities, were overwhelmed by the presence of Jesus. Some even reported hearing a voice speaking directly to their hearts, urging them to embrace this new path. Imam Hassan, a community leader for over 20 years, shared his experience. I felt a calling so strong it was as if God himself was speaking to me. I knew I had to follow the light and lead my people toward this new truth. Imagine the transformation within these communities as respected and trusted leaders embrace the message of the gospel. The ripple effect of their conversions was immense. When leaders change, their followers, families, and entire communities often follow suit. This wasn't just a personal transformation, it was a widespread revival. The Bible tells of similar powerful transformations, like in Acts 9, where Saul, a fierce persecutor of Christians, had a divine encounter on the road to Damascus and became Paul, one of the most influential apostles of Christ. As Saul neared Damascus, a light from heaven flashed around him, and he heard a voice asking, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" This encounter changed Saul's life, and through him, countless others. The event in Gaza mirrors this story of transformation and redemption. News of this miraculous appearance spread rapidly, sparking diverse reactions worldwide. Media outlets everywhere reported on the event, with headlines highlighting the miraculous nature of what had occurred. Social media platforms buzzed with posts, tweets, and videos sharing the incredible news. People from all walks of life, various faiths, and different countries were drawn to the story, united by a sense of wonder and curiosity. Even those who had been skeptical or critical of religious miracles began to reconsider their positions. Dr. James Thompson, a renowned critic of religious phenomena, stated, "I've spent my career debunking so-called miracles, but what happened in Gaza is something I can't dismiss. The authenticity of the testimonies and the sheer scale of the event demands serious consideration." This leads us to the importance of understanding such events through the lens of biblical prophecy. The Bible is filled with accounts of divine appearances and the transformative power they bring. In the Old Testament, we see numerous instances where God's presence brings change and renewal. For example, in Exodus 3:2-4, Moses encounters God in the form of a burning bush. These encounters aren't just ancient stories. They are living reminders of God's ability to intervene in our world in profound and unexpected ways. The appearance in Gaza is a modern-day example of this divine intervention, a testament to the fact that God's presence is still very much active in our lives. As we gather more testimonies and delve deeper into the significance of this event, a common thread of hope and renewal emerges. People who had lost faith or had never known it found themselves drawn to the light, feeling a sense of purpose and direction. The transformations were not only spiritual, but also emotional and psychological. Many reported feeling a newfound peace, a lifting of burdens, and a clarity of mind and heart they had never experienced before. Let's not forget the impact on the children and youth who witnessed this miracle. Young hearts, often more open to the wonders of the divine, were deeply moved. Teachers and parents observed positive changes in their behavior, attitudes, and interactions with others. Young Sarah, just 10 years old, shared, "I saw the light and felt so happy. I feel like I'm loved by Jesus, and now I want to learn more about him." The innocence and purity of a child's faith are powerful reminders of the simple yet profound truth of God's love. This event also fostered a sense of unity among the diverse Christian denominations in Gaza, where various branches of Christianity often worship separately. This miraculous appearance brought believers from all backgrounds together. Churches held joint services, prayer meetings, and community gatherings, united by their shared experience of the divine. This unity is a testament to the power of God's love to bridge differences and bring people together. In Ephesians 4:4-6, the Bible speaks of this unity. There is one body and one Spirit, just as you were called to one hope when you were called. One Lord, one faith, one baptism, one God and Father of all, who is over all and through all and in all. This event in Gaza is a living example of this scripture, showing that the light of Jesus can shine brightly even in the darkest places, bringing hope, peace, and transformation to all who believe. Have you ever encountered a story so powerful that it shifts your entire perspective on life? That's exactly what happened with the wave of conversions that followed the miraculous appearance of Jesus in Gaza. This wasn't just a fleeting moment of awe. It was a profound spiritual awakening that touched the hearts of millions. Take Ali, for instance, a devout Muslim his entire life, deeply committed to his faith and community. His life took an unexpected turn that evening in Gaza. "I felt something I had never felt before," Ali described. "It was like my heart was being touched by God Himself. I saw the figure of Jesus and knew without a doubt that I was witnessing a miracle." This encounter left Ali with an overwhelming sense of peace and a newfound direction in his life. He embraced Christianity, finding in it a profound sense of purpose and connection to God. Fatima's story is equally moving. A mother of 3, she had been grappling with immense personal struggles. Her family was in turmoil, and she felt lost and hopeless. But when she saw the light and the figure of Jesus, she felt an immediate sense of hope. "It was as if all my burdens were lifted," she recalls. "I felt love and warmth that I had never known. I knew that Jesus was calling me to follow Him." Fatima's conversion not only brought her spiritual peace, but also transformed her family. Her children embraced the faith, and together they found a new path filled with love and hope. These stories are not isolated incidents. Across Gaza, thousands of individuals experienced similar moments of divine revelation. Each story is unique, yet they all share a common thread: the overwhelming power of God's presence and the profound change it brings. The emotional impact on these individuals is undeniable. Many describe a sense of being reborn, shedding their old lives and embracing a new, spiritually enriched existence. This transformation aligns perfectly with the Bible's message in 2 Corinthians 5:17. "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, the new creation has come. The old has gone. The new is here." Take Hassan, a local leader who had always been skeptical of religious miracles. He had dedicated his life to serving his community, often questioning the existence of such divine interventions. But when he witnessed the appearance of Jesus, his skepticism dissolved. "I felt a warmth and peace that I had never experienced," Hassan shared. "In that moment, I knew I was witnessing something holy. My heart opened up, and I felt called to embrace this new path." Hassan's conversion rippled through his community, inspiring many others to explore Christianity. The significance of Christianity in these conversions cannot be overstated. For many, embracing Christianity meant finding a deep personal connection to God that they had never felt before. It offered a sense of salvation, hope, and a fresh start. The teachings of Jesus, centered on love, compassion, and forgiveness, resonated deeply with the converts, providing them with a framework to rebuild their lives and communities. This is beautifully captured in Matthew 11:28-30, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light." The wave of conversions following the appearance in Gaza is truly remarkable, not just in personal stories, but also in its sheer scale. Historically, large-scale religious conversions have taken years, sometimes decades, to unfold. But in Gaza, this transformation happened almost overnight. According to local records, within weeks of the miraculous event, over 6 million people had converted to Christianity. This number is astounding and speaks to the profound impact of the divine encounter. To put this into perspective, let's compare it with some historical conversion events. One of the most significant mass conversions in history is the conversion of the Roman Empire to Christianity under Emperor Constantine in the early 4th century. This event marked a pivotal shift in religious history, but unfolded over several decades. Similarly, the Great Awakenings in America, periods of religious revival during the 18th and 19th centuries, spanned many years and gradually built momentum. In contrast, the conversions in Gaza were nearly instantaneous, driven by a direct and personal experience of the divine. This rapid transformation is unprecedented in modern history and highlights the extraordinary nature of the event. The fact that 6 million people felt compelled to embrace Christianity so quickly is a testament to the undeniable power of the miraculous appearance. The emotional and spiritual impact of this event on the individuals who converted is profound. Many describe feeling an overwhelming sense of peace, love, and connection to God that they had never known before. This aligns with the transformative power of faith that the Bible speaks about in Romans 12:2. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. The converts in Gaza underwent a remarkable renewal of mind and spirit, leading to a profound transformation in their lives. Despite our differences, we are all united in the body of Christ. The miraculous event in Gaza serves as a powerful reminder of this unity, demonstrating that even in the darkest places, the light of Jesus can shine brightly, bringing hope, peace, and transformation to all who believe. In recent times, there has been an extraordinary spiritual awakening within the Gaza community, characterized by a wave of conversions to Christianity. This movement, sparked by a miraculous event, has had a profound impact on both individuals and the community as a whole. Consider the story of Lila, a young woman who had been searching for meaning and purpose in her life. She describes her conversion as the moment when everything changed. "I was lost and didn't know where to turn," Lila shares. "But when I saw the light and felt the presence of Jesus, I knew I had found what I was looking for. It was like coming home." Lila's story exemplifies the deep personal connection and sense of belonging that Christianity brought to the converts. The impact of these conversions extends beyond individual transformation, sparking a broader spiritual awakening within the community. Churches have seen a surge in attendance, with new believers eager to deepen their understanding of faith and connect with God. Inspired by their own conversions, community leaders have initiated programs to support and nurture this newfound faith among the people. This collective movement echoes the early Christian communities described in Acts 2:46-47. "And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved." To understand the significance of this event, it is helpful to consider some historical context. The spread of Christianity has often been marked by significant events that spark mass conversions. For example, the conversion of Ethiopia in the 4th century was largely thanks to the missionary efforts of Frumentius. This event laid the foundation for a Christian nation that endures to this day. Similarly, the appearance of Jesus in Gaza can be seen as a modern catalyst, igniting a profound and widespread spiritual revival. The statistical analysis of this event is equally compelling. Historically, large-scale religious shifts typically unfold gradually, influenced by a mix of social, political, and cultural factors. However, the conversions in Gaza break this pattern, occurring in a remarkably short period and driven primarily by a direct divine encounter. This anomaly underscores the extraordinary nature of the event and its profound impact on the people. Within weeks of the miraculous appearance, over 6 million people had embraced Christianity. This rapid and massive shift is unparalleled in recent history. By comparison, the First Great Awakening in the American colonies, which significantly influenced religious practice, spanned several years and resulted in thousands of conversions. The stark contrast highlights the unique and powerful nature of the Gaza event. The significance of Christianity in this context cannot be overstated. For many converts, embracing Christianity meant finding a deep personal connection to God and a sense of purpose and hope that transcended their previous experiences. The teachings of Jesus, emphasizing love, compassion, and forgiveness, resonated deeply with the converts, offering them a path to healing and renewal. This transformative power is beautifully expressed in Ephesians 4:22-24. You were taught, with regard to your former way of life, to put off your old self, which is being corrupted by its deceitful desires, to be made new in the attitude of your minds, and to put on the new self, created to be like God in true righteousness and holiness. So, what does this mean for us? How should we, as believers, respond to such a miraculous event? Have you ever dreamed of witnessing a divine miracle? Let's take a closer look at what unfolded in Gaza, where many saw a figure that unmistakably resembled Jesus Christ. This wasn't just any sighting. It was an event bathed in radiant light, creating an atmosphere filled with awe and reverence. The personal journeys of those who converted are a testament to the deep emotional and spiritual impact of this event. Take Ked, a former imam and respected religious leader in his community. The miraculous appearance of Jesus turned his life upside down. I felt a calling so strong. It was as if God himself was speaking to me, Ked recalls. Embracing Christianity wasn't easy, but it felt right. I feel closer to God now than ever before, he says. Ked's story exemplifies the profound personal transformation many experienced, moving from doubt and uncertainty to faith and conviction. The stories of conversion aren't just about individuals, they're also about the collective experience of communities. In many cases, entire families embraced Christianity together, finding a new sense of unity and purpose. This collective transformation has strengthened the community's social fabric, fostering a sense of solidarity and mutual support. Moreover, the community leaders have played a crucial role in nurturing this newfound faith. Inspired by the conversions, they have initiated various programs to support the spiritual growth of the new believers. These programs include Bible study groups, prayer meetings, and community service projects. The goal is to help the new converts deepen their understanding of Christianity and integrate their faith into their daily lives. The impact of these conversions has also extended beyond the immediate community. News of the miraculous event and the subsequent wave of conversions has spread far and wide, inspiring Christians around the world. Many have been moved by the stories of personal transformation and the collective revival in Gaza, seeing it as a powerful testament to the enduring power of faith. As we reflect on this extraordinary event, it is important to consider what it means for our own spiritual journey. The Gaza conversions remind us of the profound impact that a genuine encounter with the divine can have on our lives. They challenge us to seek a deeper connection with God and to be open to the transformative power of faith. In conclusion, the miraculous conversions in Gaza represent a significant and unprecedented spiritual awakening. The personal stories of transformation, the surge in community engagement, and the broader impact on the global Christian community all highlight the extraordinary nature of this event. As believers, we are called to respond with gratitude and a renewed commitment to our faith, inspired by the remarkable example set by the new converts in Gaza. Their journey serves as a powerful reminder of the profound and life-changing power of a genuine encounter with Jesus Christ. In Gaza, a profound spiritual awakening is unfolding, marked by a wave of conversions to Christianity. This collective transformation reflects the early Christian communities described in Acts 16:31-34, where entire households were baptized and welcomed into the faith. The sense of community and shared purpose has been a cornerstone of these conversions, fostering unity and mutual support among the new believers. One striking aspect of this movement is the involvement of young people. Many youths, often disillusioned by the challenges they face, have found hope and direction in Christianity. Omar, a 19-year-old who had been grappling with a sense of purpose and identity, shares his experience. "I felt lost and confused, but seeing the light and feeling the presence of Jesus gave me direction. It was like I finally knew who I was meant to be." Omar's conversion is a testament to the transformative power of faith, particularly among young people seeking meaning and purpose. The wave of conversions has significantly impacted local Christian communities. Churches have experienced a surge in attendance, with many new believers eager to learn more about their faith and deepen their relationship with God. This influx of new members has revitalized the churches, bringing renewed energy and enthusiasm. Pastors and church leaders have worked tirelessly to support and nurture the new converts, providing guidance, education, and community support. This collective effort mirrors the early Christian church described in Acts 2:42. They devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Reflecting on these stories and the broader impact of the conversions, it is evident that the miraculous appearance of Jesus in Gaza has sparked a profound spiritual awakening. The personal transformations, the collective sense of community, and the sheer scale of the conversions all point to a powerful and undeniable divine intervention. This event serves as a reminder of the enduring truth of the Bible and the transformative power of faith. In conclusion, the recent conversions in Gaza illustrate the remarkable strength and support found in shared faith. This movement not only echoes the early days of Christianity, but also highlights the timeless nature of spiritual renewal. As we witness these stories of transformation, we are reminded of the profound impact that faith can have on individuals and communities alike, inspiring us to seek deeper connections with one another and with God. Even in the most difficult of places, as we continue to explore this story, let's keep in mind the resilience and faith of Gaza's people. Their strength in the face of unimaginable hardship is a reminder of the enduring human spirit and the profound impact of faith. What does this miracle mean for Gaza? How will it shape the future of those who experienced it? First, let me tell you about Ahmed, a father of 3 who lost his wife in the 2014 conflict. Ahmed's home was destroyed, and he struggled to provide for his children. Imagine the pain of seeing your loved ones suffer without being able to do much about it. Yet, despite these challenges, Ahmed found solace in his community and faith. He often quotes Psalm 46:1, God is our refuge and strength, an ever-present help in trouble. This verse has been a beacon of hope for him, reminding him that God is always with him, even in the darkest times. Then there's Fatima, a young woman who dreams of becoming a teacher. Fatima's family lost everything when their house was bombed. They now live in a small, crowded apartment with other relatives. Despite these hardships, Fatima hasn't given up on her dreams. She attends a local school and helps younger children with their studies. Her resilience is truly inspiring. She holds on to Isaiah 40:31. But those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. One of the most touching stories is that of Samir, a teenager who lost his leg during a bombing raid. Samir was an avid soccer player, and the injury shattered his dreams of becoming a professional athlete. However, his faith and the support of his community helped him find a new purpose. He now volunteers at a local church, helping to distribute aid to those in need. Samir often shares his favorite Bible verse, Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse has given him the strength to overcome his physical and emotional challenges. In addition to these individual stories, we see a collective resilience among the people of Gaza. Despite the destruction and scarcity, they come together to support each other. Community leaders play a crucial role in this, organizing aid distributions and providing emotional support. The local churches and mosques are often at the center of these efforts, serving as sanctuaries of hope and healing. Let's not forget the story of Leah, a mother of 5 who runs a small bakery. After losing her husband in the conflict, Leah had to find a way to support her family. With the help of her community and a small loan from a local charity, she started her bakery. Today, Leah's bakery is a beacon of hope in her neighborhood. She employs other widows and women who have lost their homes, giving them a chance to rebuild their lives. Leah finds strength in Proverbs 31:25. She is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. These personal stories are a testament to the enduring human spirit. They show us that even in the face of unimaginable hardship, people can find strength, hope, and purpose. This resilience is not just a testament to their character, but also to the power of faith. It's a living embodiment of the promise in Romans 8:18. I consider that our present sufferings are not worth comparing with the glory that will be revealed in us. The stories of these individuals are intertwined with the broader narrative of Gaza's struggle. Each person's experience adds a layer of depth to our understanding of life in Gaza. The loss and suffering are real, but so is the hope and resilience. It's this duality that makes their stories so powerful and moving. As we reflect on these personal stories, we're reminded of the biblical narrative of Job, who endured immense suffering, yet remained steadfast in his faith. Job 1:21 tells us, "The Lord gave and the Lord has taken away. May the name of the Lord be praised." This verse resonates deeply with the people of Gaza, who continue to praise God despite their hardships. The children of Gaza, too, exhibit extraordinary resilience. In a place where childhood is often overshadowed by conflict, they find ways to smile, play, and dream. Organizations like UNICEF report that many children suffer from PTSD, yet with the right support, they show remarkable recovery. These children are the future of Gaza, and their resilience gives us hope for a brighter tomorrow. In the midst of all this, the miraculous event of Jesus appearing in dreams to over 200 Muslim men stands out as a beacon of divine intervention. These men, who were once lost in despair, found hope and a new path through these visions. Their stories are not just about conversion. They are about finding peace and purpose in the midst of chaos. This event is a testament to the words of John 16:33. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Now, let's dive into the heart of this miraculous event. Imagine living in Gaza, a place where conflict and hardship are part of daily life. In the midst of all this suffering, something extraordinary happened. Over 200 Muslim men experienced a vision that changed their lives forever. They saw Jesus Christ in their dreams. Yes, you heard that right. Jesus appeared to them, bringing a message of hope and salvation. This event is not just about the conversion of these men. It's about the profound impact of faith and the possibility of transformation, even in the most challenging circumstances. For these men, the visions of Jesus provided a sense of peace and a new direction in life. They found a community of believers who supported and welcomed them, helping them navigate their new faith journey. Eyewitness testimonies from both the men who experienced the visions and the Christian missionaries who witnessed the aftermath provide compelling evidence of this miraculous event. One of the most compelling stories comes from a man named Omar. Omar had been living in despair, having lost his family and his home to the ongoing conflict. One night, he had a vivid dream where Jesus appeared to him, extending his hand and offering peace. Omar woke up feeling an overwhelming sense of calm and hope, something he hadn't felt in years. Another powerful testimony comes from Ali, a young man deeply troubled by the violence around him. In his dream, Jesus appeared and spoke to him, saying, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give to you as the world gives. Do not let your hearts be troubled, and do not be afraid." John 14:27. Ali woke up with tears in his eyes, feeling a profound sense of love and acceptance. He immediately sought out the Christian missionaries to learn more about Jesus and the Christian faith. These visions were not isolated incidents. Over 200 men had similar dreams on the same night, all describing seeing Jesus, who brought the messages of peace and comfort. This shared experience created a strong bond among them, leading them to seek out Christian teachings together. The emotional impact of these dreams was profound. Many of these men had been living in constant fear and sadness, but after their visions, they felt a renewed sense of purpose and hope. The Christian missionaries in Gaza were astonished by these reports. They had been working tirelessly to provide aid and share the message of Jesus, but had never witnessed anything like this. One of the missionaries, Pastor Michael, described it as divine intervention. It was as if Jesus himself came down to show these men the way. The missionaries quickly organized gatherings to support and teach these new believers, helping them understand the significance of their visions and guiding them on their spiritual journey. These miraculous dreams had an immediate and powerful effect on the individuals who experienced them. For many, it was a turning point. Take Hassan, for example. He had been a staunch skeptic, refusing to believe in anything he couldn't see or touch. But after his dream, where Jesus appeared to him with open arms, Hassan couldn't deny the reality of what he had seen. He found comfort in the words of Acts 9:18, which recounts the conversion of Saul. Immediately, something like scales fell from Saul's eyes, and he could see again. He got up and was baptized. The shared vision of Jesus brought these men together in a way that nothing else could. They began to meet regularly, supporting each other, and growing in their new faith. This sense of community was crucial, especially in a place like Gaza, where isolation and despair are common. Their newfound faith gave them strength and resilience, enabling them to face their challenges with a renewed spirit. The emotional impact on these men was profound. Many had been living in a state of hopelessness, but the appearance of Jesus in their dreams gave them something to believe in. They found comfort in the Bible, especially in verses like Matthew 11:28, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." This promise of rest and peace resonated deeply with them, providing a much-needed source of hope. This event didn't just affect the men who had the visions, it also had a ripple effect on their families and communities. Wives, children, and neighbors saw the change in these men and were curious to learn more. Some began attending the gatherings, wanting to understand what had brought about such a profound transformation. This sparked a wave of interest and curiosity about Christianity, spreading the message of Jesus even further. One particularly touching story is that of Abdul, who had been estranged from his family due to his struggles and despair. After his vision of Jesus, Abdul reached out to his family, asking for their forgiveness and expressing his newfound hope. His family, seeing the genuine change in him, welcomed him back with open arms. This reconciliation was a testament to the healing power of faith and the message of love and forgiveness that Jesus brings. The missionaries also witnessed an outpouring of support from the international Christian community. Churches and organizations around the world sent aid and prayers, moved by the miraculous event in Gaza. This global support provided much-needed resources and encouragement to the new believers, reinforcing the idea that they were part of a larger, loving community. The significance of this event cannot be overstated. In a place where hope is often in short supply, the appearance of Jesus in the dreams of over 200 men brought a wave of faith, love, and unity. It reminded everyone that no matter how dire the circumstances, God's love is ever present and powerful enough to bring about change. As Isaiah 41:10 says, "So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." Now that we've explored the miraculous visions of Jesus experienced by over 200 Muslim men in Gaza, let's take a closer look at the unsung heroes who played a crucial role in this story. These include the Christian missionaries, community leaders, and international supporters who provided aid, guidance, and hope to the new believers. Their tireless efforts ensured that the men who had these visions could embark on their spiritual journey with the support they needed. The people of Gaza, despite facing immense hardships, have shown incredible resilience and faith. The miraculous visions of Jesus Christ have brought hope and new purpose to over 200 men, demonstrating the profound impact of faith even in the most challenging circumstances. Their stories are a testament to the enduring human spirit and the limitless reach of God's love, inspiring us all to find hope and strength in our own lives.
Light pours forth from the stone, usually with a blue tint, though its color can change and take on many different hues. It is indescribable in human terms. The light rises from the stone as mist might rise from a lake, almost appearing as if the stone is covered by a moist cloud, but it is light. Each year, this light behaves differently. Sometimes it covers just the stone, while other times it illuminates the entire sepulchre so that people standing outside the tomb, looking in, see it filled with light. This light does not burn. In the 16 years I have been patriarch in Jerusalem and received the holy fire, I have never had my beard burnt. The light has a different consistency from normal fire that burns in an oil lamp. At a certain point, the light rises and forms a column in which the fire is of a different nature, allowing me to light my candles from it. Once I have received the flame on my candles, I go out and give the fire first to the Armenian Patriarch and then to the Coptic Patriarch. The phenomenon of the holy fire, revered by many as a miracle, is observed annually in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre in Jerusalem. This event, enveloped in profound religious significance, unfolds when the Greek Orthodox Patriarch of Jerusalem enters the Holy Edicule, the small chapel within the church believed to house the tomb of Jesus Christ. As the Patriarch emerges with 2 candles brightly lit, a resonant cheer of jubilation fills the church. The miracle, many claim, extends beyond the tomb itself. Witnesses report a blue light appearing and igniting candles held by the faithful, often without any direct contact. This spontaneous ignition, attested by numerous signed testimonies from pilgrims, speaks to the awe-inspiring nature of the event. Those who experience the holy fire firsthand, either by having their candles lit or by seeing the mysterious blue light, often leave Jerusalem profoundly changed and reaffirmed in their faith. It is emphasized that true worship must be in spirit and truth, as the Bible says, and that salvation comes through faith in Jesus Christ, not through rituals or idols. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, one of Christianity's most significant sites, is traditionally believed to be the location of Jesus Christ's crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. However, the authenticity of this site is sometimes questioned. The church's unique and complex control arrangement, known as the status quo, reflects the delicate balance of authority shared among several Christian denominations. This arrangement, established in 1757, ensures that the various sects coexist and maintain their respective territories within the church, symbolized by the immovable ladder, which has remained in place for centuries due to the status quo agreement. The church's history is as intricate as its control structure. According to traditional accounts, it was constructed in the 4th century CE after Roman Emperor Constantine the Great legalized Christianity. Constantine sent his mother Helena to locate Jesus' tomb in Jerusalem. Helena's search led to the discovery of the true cross at a site near a tomb previously beneath a pagan temple dedicated to Jupiter or Venus. The temple was demolished, revealing the rock-cut tomb, which was presumed to be Jesus's. Consequently, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was built over this site and consecrated in 335 CE. Initially called the Church of the Anastasis, meaning resurrection, it has endured various destructions and reconstructions over the centuries. The church has faced numerous calamities, including earthquakes and deliberate attacks. In 614 CE, the Sassanid Empire, the then incarnation of the Persian Empire, destroyed the church in a fire. It was rebuilt 16 years later in 630 CE. The Fatimid Caliphate ordered its destruction again in the 11th century, targeting Jewish and Christian holy sites throughout the region. Each time, the church was rebuilt, expanded, and renovated, a testament to the enduring significance of this sacred site. The latest renovations occurred in 2022, continuing the long history of preserving the church for future generations. Despite the church's revered status, other locations have been proposed as the possible tomb of Jesus. Among these, the Talpiot tomb, discovered in the 1980s in Jerusalem's Talpiot neighborhood, stands out. This tomb, labeled Yeshua bar Yosef, Jesus son of Joseph, sparked considerable debate. However, most scholars agree that this is a coincidence, given that Jesus was a common name at the time, and the tomb likely belonged to a wealthy Judean family. In conclusion, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre holds a profound place in Christian tradition as the site of Jesus' crucifixion, burial, and resurrection. The annual Holy Fire ceremony adds to its mystical and spiritual allure, drawing pilgrims from around the world. While alternative tomb sites exist, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre remains the most venerated location, embodying centuries of faith, history, and devotion. The Church's resilience through countless adversities underscores its importance, continuing to inspire and reaffirm the faith of millions. Another significant site traditionally associated with the burial of Jesus is the Garden Tomb, discovered in the 19th century in Jerusalem. This site is seen by some as a more authentic location for Jesus' tomb due to its serene garden setting and the fact that it fits certain biblical descriptions. However, it lacks the historical continuity and traditional reverence that the Church of the Holy Sepulchre commands. Nonetheless, the Garden Tomb remains an important pilgrimage site, offering a peaceful alternative for reflection and worship. The Garden Tomb, which predates the time of Jesus, presents some challenges regarding its location and historical context. Despite these issues, it is accepted by certain Christian denominations, particularly Mormons and some evangelical Protestants, as the authentic tomb of Jesus. Some academics also consider it a likely location for Jesus' burial. However, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre remains the most widely accepted site, maintaining this status for over 600 years. The Garden Tomb does have some evidence supporting its identification as Jesus' burial place. According to the New Testament, Jesus was crucified and buried outside the walls of Jerusalem. This assertion aligns with ancient burial customs, where interments typically occurred outside city boundaries. Crucifixion, a brutal form of execution used by the Roman Empire for severe criminals, also took place outside city walls to serve as a public deterrent. Jesus is believed to have been crucified at Golgotha, a site located outside Jerusalem's walls. Following his crucifixion, Jesus was buried in a tomb situated outside the city, a site now known as the Garden Tomb. This location has significant religious importance for Christians who believe it to be Jesus' burial place before his resurrection. The New Testament's narrative of Jesus' crucifixion and burial outside Jerusalem holds both historical and symbolic significance. It underscores Jesus' mission and his identification with the marginalized, as well as fulfilling ancient prophecies. During Jesus' lifetime, the walls of Jerusalem did not extend as far as they do today, placing the Church of the Holy Sepulchre outside the city limits. This has been corroborated by archaeological evidence indicating that the second wall, which eventually enclosed the church, was built later. Over time, Jerusalem has undergone numerous changes and expansions, shaping the current landscape. The development of the second wall around the Church of the Holy Sepulchre highlights the significance of this religious site and its evolution over centuries. In Jesus' time, Jerusalem's old city walls would have confined the city to a smaller area, with the Church of the Holy Sepulchre lying outside these limits. The positioning of this site outside the city boundaries held symbolic meaning, as religious sites often carried importance beyond mere physical boundaries. Archaeological evidence further corroborates this historical context, showcasing the gradual expansion of Jerusalem's walls to encompass significant sites like the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. The city of Jerusalem during the time of Jesus looked vastly different from what it is today. The old city walls constrained the city to a smaller area, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre lay outside these walls. This positioning outside the city limits was significant, as it highlighted the historical and symbolic context of Jesus' crucifixion and burial. The Garden Tomb's discovery in the 19th century added another layer to the complex history of Jesus' burial sites. While it presents some issues with its location and historical context, it is still accepted by some Christian denominations. Mormons and some evangelical Protestants regard it as the tomb of Jesus, and some academics also support its potential authenticity. Despite this, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre remains the most widely accepted site for Jesus' burial, a status it has held for over 6 centuries. The New Testament describes Jesus' crucifixion and burial outside Jerusalem's walls, consistent with ancient practices. Burials were typically outside city boundaries, and crucifixion, a common Roman execution method, was performed outside city walls as a public deterrent. Jesus' crucifixion at Golgotha, located outside Jerusalem, aligns with these customs. Following his crucifixion, Jesus was buried in a tomb outside the city, known today as the Garden Tomb. This site holds significant religious importance for Christians who believe in its authenticity. The narrative of Jesus' crucifixion and burial outside Jerusalem is historically and symbolically significant. It reflects Jesus' mission and his identification with the marginalized, fulfilling ancient prophecies. During Jesus' era, Jerusalem's walls did not extend as they do now, placing the Church of the Holy Sepulchre outside the city. Archaeological evidence supports this, indicating that the second wall enclosing the church was built later. Jerusalem has evolved significantly over time, with numerous changes and expansions shaping its landscape. The development of the second wall around the Church of the Holy Sepulchre underscores the site's religious importance and evolution. During Jesus' time, Jerusalem's old city walls confined the city to a smaller area, and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was outside these limits. This outside positioning held symbolic importance, as religious sites often transcended physical boundaries. Archaeological evidence further supports this historical context, showing the gradual expansion of Jerusalem's walls to include significant sites like the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. In Jesus' time, Jerusalem's old city walls constrained the city to a smaller area, with the Church of the Holy Sepulchre lying outside. This positioning outside the city limits was symbolically important, emphasizing the historical and symbolic significance of Jesus' crucifixion and burial. In summary, the Garden Tomb and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre represent two significant sites traditionally associated with Jesus' burial. While the Garden Tomb has its proponents among certain Christian denominations and some academics, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre remains the most widely accepted site. The New Testament's account of Jesus' crucifixion and burial outside Jerusalem aligns with historical practices and carries deep symbolic meaning. The resilience and historical significance of these sites continue to inspire and reaffirm the faith of millions of believers worldwide.